What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little while, but we're back, and I got something in the mail yesterday that I'm super excited to show you guys. So the guys from Easy Designs out in Austin, Texas reached out to me on Instagram and wanted to send me a graphics kit for the Talaria. And I gotta be honest, at first I was kind of hesitant because a lot of the graphics kit I've seen for these bikes, I really am not a fan of the way they look, and I didn't want to have them send me this and me put it on the bike and not really like it, do a video on it, and then end up peeling it off later. So that being said, they assured me that they could make something for me that I'd be happy with. They asked me if I wanted them to design me a kit based off of the 450. I said sure, and this is what they came up with. They allow you up to 3 revisions on a custom kit, and I really only had to do a few minor tweaks here and there, and super happy with how they came out. I mean, I think they did a super good job.
Welcome.
But I've never installed one of these before yet, so I'm gonna kind of do like a install how-to video, just to kind of show you guys where all these go and a couple little things that you can do to help wiping the bike down with some isopropyl alcohol just to make sure that they stick well. And a heat gun can go a long way in making this process a lot easier. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these things out of the package, get them laid out, and try to figure out where they go on the bike, and then I'll show you guys as well. All right, guys, I got everything kind of laid out. I got a good idea where to start. I know where some of the pieces go, and I'm just gonna start with those and just kind of work my way until I don't have anything else and just kind of fill in the blanks as I go. The first one I'm gonna start with is gonna be this piece right here. Looks like it goes on the frame right here like this. So I'm just gonna clean this up with some alcohol and then start the install. All right, so like I said, just gonna take some isopropyl alcohol, give it a nice little wipe down. This just kind of gets all the dirt, any oils or things that are going to cause your graphics not to stick off of the surface. Just make sure they get good adhesion and stick for a long time. So then we're just going to take our first piece here. You just kind of want to dry fit it, just kind of line it up and get an idea where it's all going to go. And once you've got an idea of how it's going to go, where your starting point is, I like to start at one end or the other, so I'll just kind of peel back some of the adhesive on one side and just fold it over like this, and then I'll get it lined up down here, kind of get it started up here, and then work my way down. Also have the heat gun available if I need to stretch it or move it any kind of way. Heat definitely makes this process a lot easier, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this one stuck on. All right, I've got the top stuck on. I'm happy with how the lower part lines up. So now I'm just gonna slowly peel this backing off and stick it down with my thumb as I go. You wanna make sure that you're always working the air bubbles out. So kind of with your thumb, like as you're going, just kind of make sure you're getting those out. Check your alignment down here for this hole, and just kind of work your way down, patient, slow and steady. If you take your time doing this and you make sure you do it right, you'll have a lot less air bubbles at the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this stuck on, and I'll show you guys how it turned out. All right, guys, got the first piece fully installed. There was just one section here where it kind of had some tight curves. So just to make sure that it sticks and kind of gets into the groove where it's supposed to be, I'm gonna hit it with some heat and just kind of tuck it in with this squeegee. This is for Bondo. You can use an old credit card you got lying around or anything like that. Just something with a flat surface that you can kind of squeegee those edges down. But I'm just gonna hit it with a little heat. And I'm just gonna kind of work it into that groove there. Oh yeah, it laid right down. So far so good, no bubbles. That's forming really good around that tight curve around the circle there. It's looking good. All right, let's get the next piece on. All right, next piece I'm gonna install is this one right here. Looks like this one goes on the frame right here, and that blue stripe just kind of ties in right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one positioned up. I already wiped it down with alcohol. Just gonna peel this backing up here. Just get it down a little bit and fold that over. And then just gonna kind of, this blue lines up with this blue stripe down here, so I'm just gonna try to line those up and then get this straight up here by this weld. And I'm gonna go ahead and tack this one down. Just gonna kind of work my way down and peel the backing off at the same time. Just kind of smoothing it out with my thumb as I go, squishing out any air bubbles, and just working my way down. I'm going to keep this edge here straight on the end of the frame. Hopefully that'll keep us straight the rest of the way down. Second piece is installed. Again, there's a little tight curvature here, so I'm just going to hit it with some heat. And just make sure that that lays down there nicely over that curve. Oh yeah. All right, second piece is on. All right, next piece we're going to put on is shaped like this. And this piece is going to go right here on the frame as well. I'm just going to kind of get it dry fit up there and see how it goes. Make sure that I have this bolt hole lined up when I go to install. I'm probably going to start up here, work my way down to this bolt hole, and then work my way all the way back around to here. All right guys, got this piece installed. There was kind of some tight curves here as well as here, and it kind of meets the weld down here, so it doesn't really have a flat spot to sit on. So I'm going to hit it with some heat, a little bit of heat. It's totally sticking down on the weld right here in all the little creases of the weld. Heat does wonders with putting graphics kits on. All right guys, next up is this big piece. It's gonna go right here on the frame. I mean, check it out guys, they even got my number on there. All right, got this piece on. There was definitely some interesting curves on this one, and heat definitely helped get around this curve as well as kind of tucking it in under this plastic cover here. But I gotta say though, I'm really impressed with the materials this company is using. Fun fact, I used to actually work at a wrap shop, wrapping vehicles, and did a lot of fleet vehicles for companies during my time there. But they're using good stuff, man. It's 3M. It's really easy to work with. It responds well to heat. It stretches. Like you can pretty much have your way with this stuff and bend it and put it wherever you want it, as long as you get a little bit of heat on it. So shout out to Easy Designs. Good quality stuff so far. All right, next piece I'm gonna do looks like this, and this cutout right here is for your charge port right here on your battery lid. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that wiped down and get this piece installed, and I'll check back in. All right guys, just threw the battery lid decal on. It went on super easily. Again, I just gotta say, these guys are using good materials. If you've never installed a set of graphics before, again, I just recommend going slow, using heat when you need it, and I can't stress enough how much it helps having a company use good quality materials. I've only put this on with my fingers, and I don't even think I've gotten one air bubble yet, so very beginner friendly, very easy stuff to work with. So if you're nervous about installing your first graphics kit, I'd say don't be. Just go slow, take your time, use heat. Good product. All right, next piece I'm gonna go ahead and slap down is this one right here. This piece goes on the top of the battery lid right here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that on, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. All right guys, just got this top one on the battery lid installed. And like I said, I was kind of finding out where these go along the way. I had no idea where these go. It looks like they're gonna go right here on top of the battery lid. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw those on, and I'll show you guys those when I'm done. All right guys, got those two battery cover decals installed on the left and on the right. I'm gonna go ahead and continue on this left side here and get it all done. That way we can kind of just figure out where everything's home is, and hopefully know where everything goes on the other side after that. So I think next I'm gonna do the swing arm. All right guys, next piece I'm gonna do is for the swing arm. It's gonna look like this, and it's gonna go right here like so. I'm gonna go ahead and get this wiped down with some alcohol, get this stuck on there, and I'll show you guys when I'm done. All right, the swing arm piece is on. The only tricky parts were kind of in here, how to get it with a little heat and hit it with the squeegee to get it to lay down, and then also down here by the chain adjustment, hit it with a little bit of heat, hit it with a squeegee, and it tucked right into those fine little grooves and lines. All right, next piece we're gonna throw on is this one right here. I thought this might have been for like a fender or back fender or something like that, but it goes right here on top of the mud guard. Go ahead and wipe that down, get that stuck on, and I'll show you guys when I'm done. All right, got that little mud flap piece on there, no problem. Let's see what we got next. I guess we can go ahead and do the front number plate next, and this is just another cool thing I wanted to touch on about Easy Designs. They sent me a decal for the stock number plate, and they also have the cut file for the ODI downhill plate. So if you go to get a kit from them, just let them know which number plate you have. Also on that topic, my rear fender is one of the first batch rear fenders, which is the shorter rear fender. So the rear fender decal that they sent me is a little bit too long. So I would just specify if you have the longer rear fender that's coming with the bikes now, or the shorter one if you want that to fit. But just thought it was super cool that they were able to get me a kit printed out for the ODI downhill plate as well as the stock plate. Dang, check that out. Fits the ODI plate perfectly. All right, guys, next piece we're gonna throw on this left side is this one right here. And it's gonna go right here on that seat plastic behind the battery lid. I'll go ahead and get that wiped down, get this one stuck on, and be back. All right, there's that piece installed. And guys, I know I feel like I've said it probably 100 times now, but I'm kind of amazed at how easy this kit is going on. Like, it's not giving me any trouble. Everything's fitting up great. No air bubbles yet. All right, guys, next piece that we're gonna put on looks like this. It's gonna go on your frame under the seat right here. Just kind of tucks in under the seat. There's a little frame rail in there. Get these 2 bolt holes lined up in the front. Put this one on and I'll be right back. All right, got that piece on. I had to use a squeegee to get it tucked in there under the seat. Probably would definitely help to take the seat off to get that piece on, but come on, man, ain't nobody got time for that. I think next I'm gonna do the rear fender. And like I said, I have the original length fender, which is shorter than the ones that they're shipping with now. So I'm just gonna kind of line this up, get it stuck on, and then I'll just trim it off on the edge. And I got something in mind for this. Good as new. All right, guys, just got the back fender done and thrown back on. I'm gonna get the front fender on, and then I think the only other thing is the fork guards, and then we might be done with one side. All right, guys, fork guards are on. I gotta get this front fender mounted up, and I gotta figure out where the decals go on it, and then I just gotta check and see if we got everything put on for this side, and I'll be back. All right, so I was kind of stumped on the front fender, but I think this is how it's gonna go. These 3 pieces, just one on the right and left, and that one at the center for the front fender. All right, front fender is on, and the decals are on it as well. All right, so this is what I got left. I'm pretty positive this is for the battery right there. This is for the mud guard right there. And then these, I think, are for the skid plate right here. But I'm gonna go ahead and get those stuck on, and I think we're all done with this side. All right, we've got that side decal on the mud flap all done now, and we also have the battery decal installed. I think the last thing to do now is just these little rim stickers. There's 4 for each wheel. I'm gonna go ahead and get those slapped on real quick and show you guys what it looks like. All right, guys, wheel decals are installed. And when I put these on, I kind of just lined up one at the valve stem and then kind of just eyeballed it to be equal across the wheel. So you got 2 on both halves of the wheel. And that's about it. I think there's just one thing left to do. This stuff is magic in a can. It literally makes your bike look brand new again. Any scuffs, any little imperfections you have in your plastics, your tires, makes them look brand new. Watch your brake rotors with this stuff because it will make your brakes slippery. But this stuff is amazing. I use this on all my motocross bikes. After I wash them and clean them, you spray this on them, they look showroom factory clean again. This stuff is amazing. It's a little pricey, but to me it's worth it. Smells amazing too, forgot to tell you that. Guys, that about wraps it up. No pun intended. For the one side, just do everything the same on the other side and you'll have your full graphics kit installed. Let's take a look at what it looks like. Guys, I am more than happy with how this graphics kit turned out. These guys at Easy Designs really outdid themselves on this one. And that's saying a lot too, guys, because if you're like me and you kind of wanted a graphics kit for your Talaria, but you were kind of turned off by the ones that you've seen out there with the big Fox logos or Monster logos or look like Finding Nemo, you know what I'm talking about. They look pretty bad. So I didn't want to accept this from them and then not be happy with it and end up tearing it off in a couple videos, and then you guys ask me why I tore it off. It's not going to happen with this one. If you guys want to get a kit like this for your Talaria, check out Easy Designs at easydesignstx.com. They do full motocross graphics as well as jersey printing and pretty much everything you can think of when it comes to graphics and motocross. I'm not sure if they have the Talaria kits on the website yet, so he said just to email them at easydesignstx@gmail.com. Tell them that I sent you, and you'll receive a discount on your Talaria graphics kit. Also, once they get these kits up on the website, there will be a discount code for my subscribers. Just use code FREERFIXEDIT, case sensitive, at checkout. I'll put all that information up here on the screen so you guys know where to go, but definitely check out Easy Designs. It's a family-based company out of Texas. They were the first company to reach out to me about doing any kind of collaborations. They did send me this kit for free, but I would definitely pay for it the way that it turned out. Again, can't recommend those guys enough, and huge shout out to them. Thank you guys, I really do appreciate it. Race and everybody over there at Easy Designs, you guys knocked this one out of the park, and I really appreciate it. Also, if you guys have made it this far in the video, I still have my stock graphics that came with my Sting R. And if you want a set of blue graphics for your Sting, leave a comment down below and I'll be picking somebody to send these out to absolutely free. Just let me know why you want them in a comment and I'll pick somebody at random. All right, guys, that's pretty much gonna be it for this one. As always, I really do appreciate you guys for watching. I hope this kind of pointed you in the right direction of where to go to get some good looking graphics for your Talaria, as well as kind of the install process and where all the little bits and pieces goes. You can kind of use this video as an install guide when you get yours. If you guys found this video helpful in any way, I would greatly appreciate it if you go ahead and drop it a like. And as well, if you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. Thank you guys for watching as always. Peace.